Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Shout out to brother LTTV.
Shout out to LTTV.
Survey said, you are the father.
What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
So basically, right, I was with this chick, and we were kind of like fizzling out. It wasn't working out, but she got pregnant. And then I kind of told her, like, yo, we can work this out. Don't worry about it. But we can't have kids right now. And then I did a Hail Mary. And I'm here. Make her get an abortion. You take her to McDonald's, get a McGriddle, and an orange juice. You sit her down. You tell her about life. And you started this happen, and you never see her again. Wait.
Is this red pill? To nut inside of a bunch of women, get them pregnant, and hope you can use deception to get them abortions?
The nuclear family is the backbone to any thriving society.
Is it part of the nuclear family to nut inside a bunch of women that you don't actually want to be with and get them pregnant and hope they get abortions? Is this how you father families and don't create single-parent households? All you guys do is take L's. Again! Every time you guys get a chance, you embarrass yourself. And I know your fan base knows it because they're eviscerating you in the comments.
Fresh bought her a Van Cleef bracelet. You have no proof of this.
None.
No, it's not true. He paid half and I paid half.
Guys, this is a police report where she basically stole money from an individual. Okay, yeah. She stole money from an individual. All right? And
so apparently there's a police report about someone claiming she stole $1,000. She was never convicted. She was never charged. We have no information about this, but they're saying she's a criminal.
Yeah, damn.
How does that work? How do you work in law enforcement and before someone's ever found guilty, you say they're a criminal? And if she was a criminal, how does she get a visa to go from China to the U.S.? Think about how none of this makes any sense.
He goes by the name of DJ Fire Blacks. His government name is Marlon Wilson. This man knowingly infected several women with HIV.
We got ourselves another video on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. What the hell was that? Back with another video. All right, let's get back into this. Yo, so we have a 3-part video today. We have some disturbing shit with this, the HIV spreader. But first, let's get into what we got going on here with Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach roasting these guys. We also got an interview from Daisy Chen where she exposes even more. Fresh is going out. He's going outside. This is pathetic at this point. This is real bad for Fresh. This is why he's in hiding. This is exactly why he's in hiding, because he's embarrassed. It's pathetic. Their podcast is an absolute shambles. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of last-minute ads into this show, so I'm kind of all over the place, chat, but let's get into this, y'all.
I wonder how they feel about it.
Again!
Mr. Hair Transplant doesn't look too happy.
These guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm going to do it for them. But then she's running around and telling Abba and Preach and all these other simps, oh, I'm not an escort, and they're believing it. Oh, okay, I believe it. Interviewing a criminal, giving her a platform, letting her tell you all these lies, and you best believe, I'm calling immigration on you. 100%. You
Stop the cap.
See, he's trying these pathetic fear tactics, and it doesn't work on her. These guys are so guilty. For a federal agent to be fabricating the tales and the paperwork that he's fabricating, it is utterly pathetic. This is the absolute demise of their platform. These guys could not be accountable for anything, and they make up stories. She's about to sue them. She has her entire legal team. It's about to get real bad for these folks, but let's get into this, man.
shouldn't even be here.
All of a sudden, they think that this kind of character assassination is going to somehow lend credence to the fact that Fresh is asking her to get an abortion. And this is not the first time. I repeat.
What?
Fresh has done this to other women. And I wouldn't believe it if it came from another woman. But guess who it came from? Pug CEO himself.
What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
So, if you guys know Tom Likas, there's something called a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And like,
shit.
basically.
Now you can see Hafiz is right next to him. Hafiz walks off in the middle of this clip because he's like, what the fuck is this, Fresh? Like, this is pathetic. This is some shit that happens to like teenagers, where teenagers make fucked up decisions and they're having, you know, young sex, and then they pressuring women or girls at that age to get abortions and shit. But he's saying this proudly as a grown ass man. These type of scenarios you don't see this as a grown ass man being unaccountable and laughing about shit like this. And then when you listen to the interview with Daisy, he has no male representation in his life whatsoever. And then with the context provided, it's so fucking bad. It's so bad. But let's play this clip all the way through.
What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
So, if you guys know Tom Likas, there's something called a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And like,
shit.
basically.
You about to tell this story? Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so basically, right, I was with this chick, and we were kind of like fizzling out. It wasn't working out, but she got pregnant. And then I kind of told her like, yo, we can work this out. Don't worry about it, but we can't have kids right now. And then I did a Hail Mary. And now I'm here.
No, tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what it is.
Okay.
Go all the way.
Okay.
Do you see how this dusty ass motherfucker is so excited for this story? It's like, what's wrong with these niggas?
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
And I did a Hail Mary. And now I'm here.
No, tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what it is.
Okay.
Go all the way.
Okay. So the Hail Mary is, for example, right, where like you tell the chick what she wants to hear, and you can have kids later on, make her get an abortion, you take her to McDonald's, get a McGriddle, and an orange juice, you sit her down, you tell her about life, and you started this happen, and you never see her again. Wait.
That got really dark. You couldn't give her a nicer meal.
Fresh. You ever gonna stop self-snitching?
Again! You idiot!
Yo, that again shit is fucking hilarious, yo. But yo, this Hafiz, he's like, yo, what the fuck, bruh? He didn't even want to be a part of this clip because he realized how pathetic this shit was. He's like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here? The girls on Fresh and Fit were like, yo, are the women on Fresh and Fit were like, yo, that got dark real quick. Like, what are y'all doing? And then Myron's posting videos of Preach dancing on stage as another deflection to what the fuck's going on with these folks. Like, bro, You are constantly getting women pregnant and then pressuring them with these fear tactics to delete the child, bro. Like, what's wrong with these folks?
That got really dark. That got really, you couldn't get her a nicer meal.
Fresh. You ever gonna stop self-snitching?
Again! You fucking idiots!
And in case you're wondering whether or not this is a real story, if you keep watching the clip, you'll see that being said, Fresh says it's real. Coconuts in Barbados. It's okay. People.
Was that a fresh impression? That was a fresh impersonation, wasn't that? This nigga sound like an AI bot. What the fuck?
Like, oh, why would you think this? Because this is who Fresh is. This is things he's done before. So essentially, this guy gets a girl pregnant, pretends he's gonna be with her, says, "Listen, oh, I want babies with you, but it's just not the right time." So the girl's so in love, she's like, "All right, I'll get rid of this kid that I do want, that you put inside of me. But to be with you, I'll get rid of it, and then we'll have kids together in the future when it's going to be the right time." And then he dumps her after she got the abortion. Does this seem like the kind of person who's trustworthy and responsible? I'm asking. According to Fresh himself, he's not. He's a deceptive individual who will say anything to a woman to get her to like him, and then will also lie to her to get himself out of any situation.
I said, if a girl's on camera with me, she is what? Not my girl. Let's keep that in mind. If I bring a girl on camera, she's not my girl.
Stop the cap.
Just caught in 4K, just lying through his teeth, man. Just dusting it up. Look at this nigga, man. Just pathetic.
You never see my girl because I know what happens when you break on the internet. I'll learn from experience. That's all I'm gonna say.
I brought her. No, I don't. Love you, babe.
When I say Fresh is not credible and he's a dishonest person, this is what I mean. Is this red pill? To nut inside of a bunch of women, get them pregnant, and hope you can use deception to get them abortions?
The nuclear family is the backbone to any thriving society.
Is it part of the nuclear family to nut inside a bunch of women that you don't actually want to be with and get them pregnant and hope they get abortions? Is this how you father families and don't create single-parent households?
You know, the thing is, all this time, people and them, they've been saying that we're not red pill, even though we never claim that we are. And we're not. But neither are you.
Facts. Facts.
Neither are you.
What is more beta than coming inside of women that y'all claim are workers and getting them pregnant and risking all your financial future? What is more beta than having an online beef with somebody and then putting on monkey suits and then losing millions of dollars because you want to be an idiot on camera? All you guys do is take L's.
And now, see, this is the worst thing too, because Fresh signed them up for a massive L, and then Myron's dumbass got up on camera, fabricated some false evidence, and then now he's liable for a lawsuit that's impending. These guys just keep digging themselves deeper in the grave. It's like, yo, they're dusting it up on Rumble. Now those 20 investment properties and the $6 million that he keeps gloating about is all at risk because this nigga wants to keep talking and fabricating tales. He hasn't learned from Tasha K. It's going bad for this motherfucker.
And beef with somebody and then putting on monkey suits and then losing millions of dollars because you want to be an idiot on camera. All you guys do is take L's. Again!
Shout out to John with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting
John says, imagine being such a walking L you wouldn't show your actual girlfriend off. Guess it's better than hired girlfriend Angela. Wait, what? Angela Amru pays to hide his bussy activities. Bro, John, hey yo. This guy's giving out the spoilers, but then again, this is a reaction. The video's out there. Shout out to John with the $10 super chat. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We are gonna react to that because this guy is fabricating tales. He has a false girlfriend. You know what? Let's pause the reaction real quick. Yeah, let's pause the reaction real quick and get into that real quick, just with a preview of the next show because this is real bad. This guy is really a bussy bandit for real. This nigga really is undercover zest. It really is filthy work out here. All that women deserve less shit is because he wants men to deserve more.
Yes, the camera loves your nastiness.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
This is real bad. This is real bad. Hold up, chat. We're gonna get to this. This is filthy work out here by Myron.
Pregnancy, you went to the clinic to show that you are indeed pregnant. Has you challenged on both of your now deleted Instagrams because they flagged it down that if this is not his baby, then why don't he prove it by basically getting a DNA test? Has he responded in reference to submitting DNA to test to see if...
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. So
wait, if they can accept the S voting challenge, so accept the DNA challenge. I'm waiting.
Angie signed an exclusive NDA, okay, and therefore the relationship is fake and business only, so that he can go around and pretend that he's, you know, this Don Juan of women. So I gotta ask you, how did you see them two lovey-dovey or affectionate when you was down there in Miami? Did you see Angie and Myron affectionate at all with each other when they was down there in Miami?
No. So the thing is, I did went out a couple of times with Angie. She's nice, you know. She was nice, and she told me the stuff that was happening between them. Clearly, they don't have sex at all. Yeah, she told me.
Hold on, stop. They don't have sex?
They don't have sex.
Do y'all hear that? Okay, so why do you have a girlfriend but you don't have sex with her? Sounds like a beard to me. Sounds like you are undercover to me. That's why you're all this posturing for masculinity fuckery. In his community, you know what, man? Let's get back to this, man. This is filthy. Filthy work out here, man. Couldn't chest out in 2024 be who you are, sir? You hiding in the closet, trying to disparage women.
And she told me the stuff that was happening between them. Clearly, they don't have sex at all. Yeah, she told me.
Hold on, stop. They don't have sex?
They don't have sex, and she told me Myron just prefer to be with other women.
You mean other men? And he says that it says that on the paper that whoever's on there stole money, but that's not what it says in Chinese.
It's not.
Girl, sue the crap out of them. You got a slam dunk case.
By the way, I already teamed up the Asians in New York City. We have like protests, so I have like very powerful friends here, so they're just like team up the lawyers right now already.
All right,
I didn't tell you about that. And he only got here since when?
No. He said he did this in Barbados. He said he got most of his.
No way. There's no way he can do that. Unless you're the kind of person you don't have to make money, you don't have to work, you just lie at home.
Well, I mean, he is taking.
Use your logic and use your brain just to think about that. Okay?
Hey, girl, I'm on your team, okay? The thing about it is that I don't believe it either. I'm just saying,
no, he told me though. He also told me that's made up.
I've seen him do it.
Okay, so another fabricated tale being exposed as such. That 1,000 body count that Fresh keeps lying about, he told her it was a tall tale. It's complete fabrication.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
I mean, he is taking.
Use your logic and use your brain just to think about that. Okay?
Hey, girl, I'm on your team, okay? The thing about it is that I don't believe it either. I'm just saying,
no, he told me though. He also told me that's made up.
Oh, he told you that he made that up.
Yeah. What is that 1,000 body count? I'm like. Because I noticed that's a lie before, but I just asking to see where he's at.
Now, she said she's suing. So if they're going to try to say she's lying about this, they're going to have to countersue for defamation as well. But she's coming to collect, sir.
You'll get your stuff, no problem. I got you. Chill. Every time you guys get a chance, you embarrass yourself. And I know your fan base knows it because they're eviscerating you in the comments.
Yep.
Look at you.
They're cooking them. Fresh took an L, gives advice, doesn't take none of it. That's what I'm saying. It's just do as I say, not as I do. That type of fuckery. Fresh just be capping through his teeth and telling his fan base to... And it's like, bruh, we seen the paperwork. She's pregnant.
Survey said, you are the father.
Shout out to Lee with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Lee says, get the likes up. No hate watching today. Prime content. Shout out to Lee. W's in the chat. W's also in the chat for John because I forgot earlier.
You guys like clowns.
Oh, it's not really a fan base. Sometimes you're watching things because it's entertaining, not because you like it.
Yeah.
Or you like what's going on or anything like that.
I don't know how you guys take this.
Wait.
What?
Oh, it's not really a fan base. Sometimes you're watching things because it's entertaining, not because you like it.
Yeah.
Or you like what's going on or anything like that.
I don't know how you guys take this movement.
You watch things because you like it. It's entertaining. You may not like what's going on, but you're watching it because it's entertaining. But if you consistently watch it because it's entertaining, that means you would be a fan. That's mental gymnastics to not actually wear the... You know what I mean? It's like if you find it entertaining and you watch it all the time, it's like you might not stand by the things that the people do. You might not be like, yeah, hate watching is different. Well, hate watching... I don't know. I don't even understand hate watching. Shout out to John with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
John says, see, hate watching with the intention to make content and cook folks after, I see a lot of that on YouTube. But outside of that, what are you wasting your time watching shit you dislike constantly? I'd be like, that's kind of, I don't know, man.
Seriously, if you want to take it seriously, take it seriously. Their whole like destroying screen they brought.
Yeah, you can disagree. RT the brand, you can disagree with the points but find it entertaining, which means you would be a fan because you are a fan of Fresh and Fit. I see you caping for Fresh and Fit, bruh.
I've seen him do it.
Hold up. Shout out to John with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
John says, I think he means like watching a car crash. Yeah. I guess it's true. I guess it's splitting hairs, I guess.
Out of her ID, they said all this other stuff. They provide no proof, nothing really tangible, and they never address any of the lies they told their own fans. They don't address the fact that Fresh did pay for that gift, even though he told fans they're stupid.
Half it.
They are literal receipts that show Fresh paid for it.
The Chinese court, because I'm about to get Fresh on this one too. So Fresh, you gave an extremely expensive Von Cleef bracelet, which are worth up to $30K, to a Chinese escort you just met. Now, Fresh, you claim that you didn't give her the gift. That's what you claim.
Show me the proof.
But the escort.
Okay, so we have weirdos in the chat saying things like this. Although Fresh got up on his platform and says that he's done Hail Marys in the past, laughed about it, said that they asked him what is the worst thing that he's done to a woman. He said the Hail Mary. Sat her down with a McGriddle, that dusty piece of shit. Who the fuck eats? You know what? Nonetheless. This motherfucker said that's the worst thing he did it. And then he repeated the exact same thing to Daisy. And then Daisy is the piece of shit. He was fucking her, raw, nutted in her. Doesn't want to be accountable. The type of mental gymnastics folks do to be unaccountable is exactly what's wrong with society today when we talk about single parents and the negligent fathers and absent fathers and all that shit. Shout out to I Love My Ad Block with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
God damn it. I Love My Ad Block says, I agree. Like, LeBron is a scrub, so I don't watch his games. Bro, this man is in year 21, still getting the highest ratings in the NBA, bro. Come on, man. Shout out to I Love My Ad Block with the $5 super chat. Reluctant W's in the chat for I Love My Ad Block. But let's get back into this.
Said that you did.
No, he didn't. Number one, he didn't buy the bracelet for her.
So here's where you're wrong. One, she's on the escort, and
bro, what in the hold up? We're gonna get into this in a second because we're showing that these guys lie. Either way you slice it, when they said that she was not an escort, and then they got up on their platform and then she said she was an escort, both times it was convenient for them to lie. One of the two is a lie. So we're trying to nail down which one is a lie. We don't care. You lied. It's out there. This guy said, okay, so the nigga was honest. That's accountability. What part of accountability is that? You get a woman pregnant. You're trying to be absent on the responsibilities. You're trying to do the dash. You have your mans here threatening to try to get her deported, doing everything to try to make her stressed out because she's early in her pregnancy. And you're talking about that's accountability? That is dusty as fuck. This nigga is in his 30s. He's a grown-ass man. This isn't a teenager trying to get rid of his mistakes because he's a dusty-ass teenager fucking up through life. This is a grown-ass man. What the hell are we doing out here?
Survey said, you are the father.
two, I didn't buy a bracelet. So what are you trying to say, bro?
And then we got him lying through his teeth right here. He said he didn't buy the bracelet. And what are we talking about? This nigga went halves. He went halves. This nigga bought his woman a fake bracelet for her birthday. Like, nigga, you can buy fake jewelry for your dusty ass self, but when you're shopping for a woman, you can't buy her fake goddamn jewelry. What's wrong with this guy, man? It's a grown ass child.
Proof. But the court said that you did.
No, he didn't. Number one, he didn't buy the bracelet for her.
So here's where you're wrong. One, she's on the court, and two, I didn't buy a bracelet. So what are you trying to say, bro? Where's your proof? You have no proof.
Bro, you're fresh. You're fresh. You're a trick, bro. You're lying, and everyone sees it. There's all ones in the chat, bro.
So to put that on me, just because you want to say, "Oh, Fresh is a simp," wrong.
So you didn't buy it?
Fresh, so can you
No, you're just trying to say that he bought the bracelet. He didn't buy the bracelet. And you're saying, "Oh, Fresh bought her a Van Cleef bracelet." You have no proof of this.
None.
No, it's not true. He paid half, and I.
See this? There's no proof, but then she shows the proof. He paid half, she paid half, and she shows her payments on her side. Shout out to John with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
John says, work time. I'll catch the highlights. Salute to John. W's in the chat for John. John will catch the replay. Let's get it.
Pay half. Like I said, how much? Around 30K. Well, first, I still have the conversation. I told him, what's the issue if you tell everyone you bought me the bracelet? Like, why can't you tell everyone? Why can't you speak the truth? Like, why are you, like, pretending it, like, hiding it? But then he was like, don't say it. He just told me to shut up.
If Fresh says it's not his baby or she's not pregnant, then just demand a DNA test. Why don't you go do that? There's a reason why you're not going to do it. The reason why you're not.
Yeah, she's pregnant. She showed the fact that she was pregnant. If y'all are late getting in here. Pause. God damn it. That was unnecessary.
Stick together.
Pause. Shout out to Super Harare with the $50 Sweden currency, I believe that is.
I'm getting rich.
Super Harare says he did not just buy the bracelet. He was cheap about it too. Struggle simping. That's facts. Absolute struggle simping out here. Then he's trying to deny the woman, saying she's not his girlfriend, trying to deny the baby. Trying to be unaccountable. Okay, so he's trying to. Okay, y'all got to use some goddamn sense, some logic, real quick. If this child is not his, why is he caught on the phone pressing this woman who he's having? He even said on air that he had unprotected sex with this woman multiple times. She said the same thing, and they were in a relationship. He tried to deny the relationship. She proved that they were in a relationship via text messages. And there's video proof of him saying he loves her and all that bullshit. He's trying to cap. So he nutted in her. He said he did. He's pressuring her to get an abortion. He has his man slandering her name while he's hiding conveniently. But he's not the father. She is pressing to get the blood test and he's ducking. So at the end of the day, they're trying to say that she's lying about being pregnant. She showed the proof. Bro, only insecure dweebs respond to shit like this and actually think that what you're saying with just by saying words. Hold up, man. This comment right here, pathetic, man. Now, I'm not even focusing on that. Fuck that. Let's get back into this.
I'm gonna do it. It's because you know it's your kid. All these people saying, "Oh, Fresh is impotent. He can't have kids." Well, according to this, he's had other abortions before. They claim that she's a worker. Okay, I don't care. I said in the first video, she claims she's not, and you claim she's not. So that's what I'm going based off of. All three of y'all said this girl comes from a rich family.
See, y'all fed into that. Everybody's gonna try to revise history and steal my talking points. I'm not saying that he did it. I'm saying a lot of folks are doing it. They fed into all the deflections and try to disprove all the things that they're trying to levy against her, all the claims against her. They're spending their time trying to disprove it. I'm like, I'm not even feeding into it. It doesn't matter. If it's not pertaining to the actual pregnancy, I'm not paying attention to it because y'all are trying to be deflective. Y'all are trying to gaslight. Y'all are trying to show zesty dancing videos of Preach on stage and be like, oh, look at him. He's zesty. He's zesty. It's like, bro, what does that have to do with the fact that your man's got her pregnant and you're trying to threaten to deport her and do all sorts of shit, and you're getting sued now, bro. You're getting sued, so it's getting bad, man.
And all this stuff. And what did I say? To date, there's no actual proof that she doesn't need that kind of work. Now, whether or not you want to believe that is up to everyone at home. Listen, I don't know this girl. I don't know Fresh either. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know their whole history. There's a very high possibility that these people have done shady things in the past, so I have no way of knowing. The only people who said they knew her are y'all.
A question for you, bro. What proof do you have that she's an escort? This girl comes from a rich-ass family.
Yeah, bro.
You know how difficult it is to get a fucking visa as a Chinese national to come to the United States as often as she does? She comes from a very wealthy family, bro.
Here's where
Now, she said that wealthy family shit is cap. In the interview with Tree, she said that they just said that her family has money, but they're not rich and wealthy the way that they're purporting her to be. And then they're talking about, oh, she has a visa, she's going back and forth to the United States, but she's a criminal, right? Y'all said she's a criminal. How's she doing that? I didn't even think about that or get into that in my last breakdown because I was not even getting into the deflections. I was like, fuck all that shit. I'm not getting deflected by none of this shit. You guys are just lying through your teeth. I'm not even going to even think about it to even dissect the bullshit because you guys are focusing on other things instead of the fact that this guy is being a runaway, negligent, deadbeat, dusty ass nigga. It's crazy.
wrong. One, she's on court, and two, I didn't buy a bracelet.
Fresh, why are you even addressing this? Live your life. You're not doing anything a person in your shoes wouldn't do. You're living the dream, and people gonna hate as long as you know you do right by your people, and with God, you're good.
The problem is,
very
bro,
true.
Is that
it's because they brought her into
the picture.
Yeah.
You can roast
Normally he wouldn't give.
Yeah, dude, you can roast me all day. I really don't care. But when you bring her family and her into this, is weird, bro. It's like really weird. Like, and she's cool. She's cool. It's like, bro, why? Because you want to hate on me? Come on, man. This is why I don't do vlogs anymore with girls. This is the reason why.
Yeah.
Because it makes them look crazy.
Yeah. And this is honestly, like, it's like, funny because we gave y'all an IRL, right, showing a little bit of our life.
Yeah.
And then it like now it's like, and you guys wonder why like we're reluctant to like show you guys stuff that we do behind the scenes. It's because people got to be weird, bro. Like they always got to be.
Yeah, they do. But the reason you guys don't do it is because you guys are fraudsters. And if you really show what happens behind the curtain, they're going to see that you don't live the lifestyle that you proclaim. And Fresh, this is evidence of that. Because whether this girl's an ex-worker or not really has no importance to me. But it has an importance to your movement and the things that you guys profess. These are the exact kind of women that you tell all the men to, if she's what you say she is, this is the exact kind of woman you tell every guy to avoid.
That's why it makes it so much work by saying, it makes it so much worse by saying that she's a sex worker. It makes it so much worse, and then you guys are dying to try to confirm it. It makes it worse if she is. Why would you focus on that? What they're trying to do is trying to create doubt for the paternity. Oh, the paternity test comes back. It could be anybody. She's a sex worker. She just sent it on the box. Basically just trying to say, oh, like all these modern women. You know how they are. That's what their message is. Oh, she's a 304. She's flying all over the world. She's escorting it up. She's sending on the box. So it could be anybody's. Fresh is nothing in her, but so are several other guys. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to be deflective.
When you went on the HU podcast, you said you have to sleep with 50 women or more. Why? So you can discern female nature. So you can spot a good one from a bad one.
What guys have to do is kind of go in and understand how women operate in today's day and age. And I think a good way to do that is obviously to have experience so that you're not getting into a relationship or a situation with a woman and you're not aware of her nature and you don't know how to deal.
Understand the way he always emphasizes woman when he's talking about relationships. It always has this negative connotation attached to it just by the delivery of the words he's saying. He just always emphasizes it in this weird way. When you enter a relationship with a woman, like, it's just this.
A good way to do that is obviously to have experience so that you're not getting into a relationship or a situation with a woman and you're not aware of her nature and you don't know how to deal with it.
Fresh has supposedly had 1,000 bodies.
Pretty successful ladies. You know, we're both triple digit notch count. He's in the quadruples.
So, my honest to God truth body count, bro, no cap. You ready for it? It's over 1,000.
You see this? See all these caps here? See all these goddamn caps? As soon as he said it, they're like, bro, what are you doing out here, bro? Like, who's buying that shit?
I'm dead ass serious. I remember I told you, right? I told you about Barbados when. So basically, guys, I'm gonna break it down for you, right?
And you can't tell a good one from a bad one? Doesn't this just make you look like you have zero credibility?
How do you get a wife, Ethan? Because my thing is like you're like you're talking about the finish line. What about the race?
Yeah.
You stand like you have to.
Are either of you married?
Where you can even identify a female that's worthy of marriage, of having a family with, etc.
Bro, you're talking to a married man about the steps it takes to get married while you have a girlfriend because it ain't your girlfriend. That's a beard, my nigga. You using her so you can fuck dudes. This man.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
I don't want to hear nothing from this nigga. Nothing.
About the finish line. What about the race?
Yeah.
You stand like you have to.
Are either of you married?
Where you can even identify a female that's worthy of marriage, of having a family with, etc. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, it's not that simple anymore. So we live in a very complex world where it's difficult to identify women that are marriage material. A lot of guys don't have that.
Bro, no women are marriage material to you because you play for the other team, sir. It's 2024. Just jump out there, zest it up. The rest of the folks are. You're just scared to because you're a weird, insecure posturer. That's what's wrong with this guy.
A family with, etc. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, it's not that simple anymore. So we live in a very complex world where it's difficult to identify women that are marriage material. A lot of guys don't have that ability to find a woman that's worthy.
You don't.
Cephas says, "Oh, now he's gay." Have you not? Did you miss the episode? Did you? You definitely. You're new here. But no, I seen you a while ago caping for Fresh and Fit. These guys, his entire background has been outed with his friend who is an openly gay man who he's in various compromising pictures with, shirt off, in the bed, hands locked. What are we talking about? There's a picture with him holding him from the back at a concert in front of everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
The man is shaving him. It was so goddamn zesty. I had to delete the folder out of my computer after I did the live stream. I no longer have it. I'm not even capable of pulling it up anymore. I got rid of that shit. I don't want to have to see that shit in my picture viewer and like get that shit the fuck out of here. I seen that shit one day and I'm like, you know what, man?
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay.
But this nigga not zesty. The mere description of the pictures is zesty.
That simple anymore. So we live in a very complex world where it's difficult to identify women that are marriage material. A lot of guys don't have that ability to find a woman that's worthy.
You don't have that ability.
I don't have that ability?
You're not married.
That's by choice.
But no, the ability to find a woman, you clearly don't have that ability.
The reason why I like
this guy said that's by choice. Didn't he? Don't they always shit on all the women that say, oh, they don't have a man, oh, they're single, they're X, Y, and Z by choice? They always shit on women for saying by choice, but now it's by choice. Shout out to I Love My Ad Block with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
I Love My Ad Block says, and there was no Diddy about it.
I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you pay her? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug her? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you pay her? I'm like, did he do it? Did he drug drugger? Did he rape her? If you ain't do this shit, did he? Why did you? You was an icon, nigga, you ruined it. Did he documentary coming out, 50 Cent shooting it?
You ready? Okay, check.
Shout out to I Love My Ad Block. W's in the chat for I Love My Ad Block. Shout out to Stay Gold Radio, brother Jumbie with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting
Stay Gold Radio said it's his choice and he chose Bussy. Shout out to brother Jumbie with the $10 super chat, always roasting and cooking these folks. W's in the chat for brother Jumbie. Let's get it.
Angie is because she has some goddamn self-respect, okay? And that self-respect has put her in situations where she's lost jobs and lost opportunities because she doesn't want to sell her soul.
Oh, so your girl lost jobs and lost opportunities because she doesn't want to sell her soul, but then you were criticizing and chastising Daisy and talking about, oh, she lost a job, she got fired. It's like, it ain't a big deal for your girl, but it's a big deal for Daisy to lose a job, bro. Like, what? What are we doing out here? This guy's pathetic, man. He's trying to use anything to disparage her character and deflect instead of focusing on the fact that his friend, grown-ass man, is doing all of this because he's trying to run from his responsibilities and he's trying to delete a child again.
I never wanted to come publicly about that, but since people keep fucking making these accusations, these claims, that is the God honest truth. She's lost a million opportunities and chances because she refuses to dress provocatively, refuses to do certain things, and refuses to sell her soul for $1. Okay? That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. She has a dad, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her dad. You know.
Now she has a dad, but
Refuses to do certain things and refuses to sell her soul for $1.
this is your girl. This is your girl. Your girl. And it's your choice. You chose Bussy.
Don't say this to me.
Because according to Daisy, she told Daisy that y'all ain't even having sex. So you have this at home, doing these type of photo shoots, all these guys beating their meat to your girl. Meanwhile, you're not even clapping them cheeks when you're at home. You chose the Bussy. What are we doing out here, bro? This is some filthy work.
Okay? That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. She has a dad, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her dad. You know.
I wonder how many more times they're gonna make this mistake.
Again!
And
So you use the sugar daddy website?
Nah, hold up. Nah, I'm stealing that. Fuck that. Nah, this is gonna be in the Dropbox. Nah, this shit is too funny, man.
For $1. Okay? That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. She has a dad, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her dad. You know.
I wonder how many more times they're gonna make this mistake.
Again!
And
So you use the sugar daddy?
Yeah, these guys are using the sugar daddy websites, man. These guys is doing the old.
I'll just pay for the pussy, okay. I pay for the pussy, okay.
It's like, what's wrong with these niggas, man? It's pathetic out here. Shout out to Random University with that $5 super chat.
I'm getting
Random University says this man Cephas, what kind of weird ass? Cephas relates deeply with Myron because they are both they both have pubes in their teeth. The last stream you almost had me dookie with laughter. What? Read that again. This man Cephas relates deeply with Myron because they both have pubes in their teeth. The last stream you had almost had me dookie with laughter. Hey yo. Shout out to Random University with the $10 super chat.
I'm getting
W's in the chat for Random University. Now, Random University put out a video on Fresh and Fit. Y'all need to go over to Random University's channel where he cooks the living shit out of these guys. Yeah, I don't even know how you can't come back from this. You literally can't come back from this. There's too much now. Their fan base has to be in deep delusion and mental gymnastics to try to come back from this. It's filthy work out here. Shout out to Random University. Let's get back into this.
Websites as dating sites. You say it's hard to find a good woman because they're motivated by material things and stuff, and yet you're seeking women, specifically a certain type of woman, obviously, that would be on a sugar daddy website. So it seems like you are confirming your biases by even going there to find women.
Myron goes on sugar daddy websites to hide in the closet. He's not paying for it. He's not soliciting any real attention from the women. He's using it as a beard. Now, Fresh may we don't know about Fresh. Fresh be lying through his teeth. We don't know anything about Fresh until it's validated with some sort of evidence, because this nigga just lies too goddamn much. Shout out to Dev with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Dev says vaginas are disgusting. Myron said that with his chest out. Well, I said Dev's the quote, you know what I mean? Myron said that shit. Myron said that shit chest out, and he said that shit with conviction.
He did that shit. Guilty as fuck.
Filthy work out here. And then he stood on it, he doubled down, and he's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? Filthy. W's in the chat for Dev. Let's get it.
Okay, so you.
Sorry, Walter. I'll say it. You want me to say it again slower?
In the scenes, it's because people gotta be weird, bro. Like, they always gotta be fucking weird and like send the girls messages. Like, Angie gets a bunch of stupid ass messages too.
I couldn't imagine.
You know, she just has thick skin.
All right, y'all. We have another one.
I've seen him do it.
We have another one. This is a bad look for me, or is this a bad look for this nigga?
Here, and you have kids later on, make her get an abortion, you take her to McDonald's, get a McGriddle, and an orange juice, you sit her down, you tell her about life, and you started this happen, and you never see her again. Wait.
That got really dark. You couldn't get her a nicer meal.
I've seen him do it.
These are the mans you stand behind. No pause, because you probably zesty too. These are the mans you stand behind. These are them.
Women, basically, as long as, age of consent is met and there is, consent.
Even before age of consent, 16, brother.
Yeah, like, pretty much you can bang anything, right?
This nigga said 16, brother.
But they're right. We don't honestly post some of the thing that goes in our personal lives. Why? Because people are gonna be weird about it. They're gonna take pictures of people that have nothing to do with your family and claim they are your family and then diss them.
Facts, that happens.
That's what you did. So you're right. Motherfuckers be weirdos. Yeah. And that's you.
But never forget what they told us many, many, many years ago.
We are better than you niggas. Period.
I ain't gonna let
We're better than you. We make more money than you. We got a better fucking channel than y'all. We get more views than y'all. The only thing you guys got on us is you guys been on longer. But I guarantee you, next year, this time, we're gonna lap you motherfuckers. Cause
shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Jay the Informant says, make men great again via shotgun marriages. Shout out to Jay the Informant with the $2 super chat. Shout out to Lee with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting
Lee says Myron's girl is gay. Her ex-girl proof from tree. I missed that part. I didn't see that part. Wait, what? So his girl's gay too, so it makes it... Oh, wow. Shout out to Lee, always bringing the receipts, the evidence, the facts, all that shit. Shout out to Lee. W's in the chat for Lee. Let's get it.
you know what? Nobody works harder than us.
Nope.
Period.
How's that going? How's that going? One demonetization and losing millions of dollars later. How's that going?
Yo, Abba's petty as shit. Yo, Abba's looking at. He's like, yo. Yo, this is bad, yo. This is probably the most lopsided beef I've ever seen on YouTube. This is bad. These guys are getting their cheeks clapped. Pause, man. This is pretty bad, man. Shout out to I Love My Ad Block with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
I Love My Ad Block says, did you notice Myron has hair plugs? So he has this. He's had the surgery unsuccessfully. He thought it was successful. He thought the waves could like block the gaps in the hair, but it shines through. It's just, some men, you just gotta accept it, man. You just gotta go bald, man. You just gotta, what do they call that? Coming home? Just gotta accept your faith, man. Not everybody's gonna have long hair forever. You gotta. It works for some people. Some of the surgeries work for some people, but come on, man. Just gotta accept life, man.
Yeah, always going to lose, huh? Yeah, my.
How in the fuck is Abba and Preach channel a B+? This is why Social Blade don't mean shit. How is this a B+? I had a B ranked channel. My channel's dusting it up compared to these guys. How is this a B+? Like, how do you get an A on this goddamn platform?
What more do you want from me?
These niggas is front page, million views a video. What the fuck? Is so only Mr. Beast Plus is what? Like, what the hell, man? Shit ain't shit, man. Shout out to I Love My Ad Block with the $5 super chat.
I'm getting
I love my Ad Block says he has that LeBron scalp. Yo, LeBron's hair is hanging on better than his, man. LeBron's hair, LeBron should have been bald from 2012, 2013. And for some reason, his hair revived. It came back, and he's still hanging on. Stop hating on LeBron, bruh. This guy always comes through trying to cook LeBron and has me in defense like some sort of groupie. You got to stop this, man. You got to stop this. You're making me look bad, man.
Child, I've disciplined you a great many times, and I will discipline you again. You know why we do this? Because the red pill, this movement, it is a sickness of the highest order, and I don't enjoy it. You're going to pay. They showed some kind of video of her, which is supposedly her with a client.
Okay, but it's an anonymous source. Okay, so this is a photo of her meeting up with a guy.
Now, this is one part I have to do this. I didn't want to feed into any deflections whatsoever, but I have to do this. I have to speak about this picture and what they said on the tree interview. I'm going to speak on this in the next video, because that's where they have Daisy speaking on it in depth. So I'm going to speak on this, but not in this. We're not going to get deflected in this video. We're going to hold these niggas to the shit in this video. The next video, we're going to speak on this.
And it gets better. We got video and audio. Run the clip.
If you call me, prove it. Prove it.
Firstly, do you think I pay her?
No.
Cash only.
No. Which insurance for? Do you have cash?
I would prefer to pay you half first and then half after. It's never worked out good when I pay her for.
Why? I'm here. What are you worried about?
One time, I paid it all up front. I was pleasuring her. She said she came out 3 times and that she couldn't do it anymore.
So you're going to do it like 10 times? 2 weeks?
I have been in the past.
Yeah, but I'm a girl. I need to be more secure. If you're not making excuse, that means you are not willing to pay.
I'll pay for 2, 3, 4 hours.
Non-stop?
We stop for maybe 30 minutes or less.
I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
You can't stay for 2 or 3
I can stay, but I cannot have sex for 2 and 3 hours. Like, who can do that?
It's not just this for 2 or 3 hours. You will have to trust me on this. You will not be uncomfortable. You will not be painful. If you are, you may go. I will not force you to stay.
You can pay me half and I will stay here for 1 hour.
1 hour doesn't mean you're only going to stay for 1 hour.
Then I will stay here for 1 hour and I'll leave. Because for you, 1 hour is enough. You said 2, 3 hours. I cannot stay for 2 and 3 hours.
It don't even look like her.
Listen,
like we don't even see her face.
They don't have this.
That's a receipt. A receipt without a date, without a fucking store, without a fucking item is not a receipt. Because what you have is a piece of paper.
That's facts. And there's a lot of other pieces of paper here. You showed a scrumpled up piece of paper all in Chinese. Her getting fired for some place for 11 different reasons. It doesn't even say which one it is. You guys just assumed it's got to be all of them. It was rinky dink. I was really disappointed.
The crumpled up piece of paper as evidence for her criminal record was pathetic. Oh, she has this criminal record in China, although she's in America on a visa, but she has this criminal record. And what you have is this crumpled up piece of paper. That's what you tried as a former federal agent. You thought you could convince your fans just because you worked on Homeland Security that was evidence. And then you got it from bootleg Myron. What are we doing out here?
Like, oh, listen, maybe they got something good. There was nothing there. Whether she is a worker or not, I don't care.
Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter.
That's what I said. I said that from the jump. It don't matter if she is or not. You just disparaging her character. If she actually is, it's worse for you, Fresh, because she plans to carry this baby to term, and your baby mother, you're going to say so the mother of your child is a sex worker? You're trying to disparage her so much so she can disappear and she won't have the child. That's what it comes down to. But when she has the child, you're sinking yourself deeper.
Did Fresh get her pregnant or not? And if he did, he got to be accountable for that. That's it.
As a matter of fact, if you're trying to prove that she's a worker, and she is, and you didn't see it,
yeah,
it looks worse.
It shows more what you are than what she is.
Yeah, Mr. 1,000 bodies. You got to get 50 bodies plus so you could identify which are the skeezers from the good women. But you got 1,000 bodies and you couldn't identify a sex worker and you were falling in love with her. If this is true, it's way worse. That's what the last video was predicated off of. It's pathetic. What are you doing out here? You're trying just to be unaccountable and not be responsible for your actions and take care of a child. And they want to have conversations on air talking about the community, single mothers, and the single mothers are undateable and blah, 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 while creating the problem you're complaining about.
Every day. It's just funny to me that the dudes who were supposed to be experts at this literally couldn't see something that was supposedly right in their face, but their own fans could see it.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you a credible leader in this regards?
It doesn't.
When the fans pointed out to you, you call them stupid, uneducated, lonely dudes who have no game. But you, with all the game in the world, can't figure it out. You introduce her to your mom and your whole family. You was eating out her box. If she is what you claim she is, that's a bigger L for you. The fact that you got on a podcast.
You eating out sex worker box, bruh? So basically you had a woman that everyone thought was a good woman, and then you got her pregnant. And to try to avoid the responsibility of being a parent, thanks, you said that she's a sex worker. And now all the things and the romantic things you did, the tricking on her, it looks way worse, bruh. Like, why would you do that? And we're not saying that she is, and we're not saying we don't know anything about that. But come on, man. Why would you do that?
And thought, yo, this is a W. I'm about to eviscerate everything. All you did was make your brand look more shaky, you dumbass. This would be like an evangelical getting accused of sleeping with a prostitute. He's like, no. It wasn't a prostitute, it was just a trans man.
She was not a prostitute, she was a crack. I didn't pay her in ducats, I paid her in crack. Because I would never pay for sex with money.
Guys, this is a police report where she basically stole money from an individual.
Bro, why would you present this to the public? Who thought of this?
Who was on crack?
Like, come on, man. This is her police record, this crumpled up piece of paper?
Okay, yeah. She stole money from an individual, all right? And
so apparently there's a police report about someone claiming she stole $1,000. She was never convicted. She was never charged. We have no information about this, but they're saying she's a criminal.
Yeah, damn.
How does that work? How do you work in law enforcement and before someone's ever found guilty, you say they're a criminal? And if she was a criminal, how does she get a visa to go from China to the U.S.? Think about how none of this makes any sense.
This woman takes this guy.
That's strict ass China. China, where you need a visa to go into China. Your passport's not enough. You need the visa. Now you think a criminal is going to be able to travel. It's so preposterous.
Money and runs off with it, right? One of the people that one of her clients, right? So what does that say about her character? And you guys might be wondering, well, Myron, you got proof? Oh, I I do got proof, actually. I got video. Here she is, taking the dude's money and doing what she's about to do with it.
This was the most pathetic thing in the world, too. The bootleg Myron was trying to use this as a video to shame her and be like, oh, this is a Christian woman, she's making it rain. And then this idiot tried to say she stole money and this is what she did with the money. And it's like, they were, on Tree's video, they said that this wasn't her. Daisy and Tree said that this wasn't even her. This is not even a picture from her in the past, this is just some other girl. A lot of folks would assume that this is pre-surgery her. But no. This is not even her at all. These guys are just fabricating tales. This is so bad. And she's suing. She's suing. There's going to be a lawsuit. So we'll find out the truth. We'll all find out the truth. It won't be speculation at all. We'll all find out the truth when these guys get, yikes, man. I ain't going to even get into the result. Let's get it, man.
Okay, so apparently this is the video footage of her. That's her. They're saying this is her in China. Brother, that's not the same person. That's not the same person.
Oh, the close up when they clear this up, bro. Come on, man. Like, these guys are just lying in 4K, bro. This is so bad. This is so bad. Shout out to Night Jade with the $2 super chat.
I'm getting rich.
Night Jade says, when did Darth Vader start tricking? Oh, Jesus Christ. W's in the chat for Night Jade. Let's get it.
Going again. They all look alike, so they're gonna
I don't care how much plastic surgery you're saying this lady got. That don't even look like her. The eyes are completely different. Now, me personally, this is how I think it's all gonna end. I don't think she's gonna keep the kid. I think everyone's gonna be able to move on, and I think it's the best thing for everybody. Okay?
They're not...
I know I mean.
Now, I'm disappointed to actually hear this. Hold up. Give me a second, chat. Base God said that was on Duke's channel. He enhanced the image with AI. Damn it. If that's true, I believe that would have to be inadmissible. I can't use that. I'm sorry. Shout out to Duke the Don. Support Duke the Don's channel and everything. If he enhanced it with AI, that's not fair. We can't use that. That's inadmissible. That's like the tape that Myron tried to use as, oh, she's an escort. Look at this interaction. And there's jump cut, jump cut, jump cut. It's like, wait, what happened here? What was the conversation actually about? The guy's voice is coded. It's like, that would be inadmissible in court. So it's like, I don't know if I can use that then. But shout out to Duke.
About having this kid named Adam, I think it's funny. But I don't actually want that to happen. I don't want some kid to be born in these circumstances. And if I'm the Chinese national, there's no way I'm having some half-black baby to go back to China and have to be socially ostracized. That just seems like a horrible idea. Another L for Fresh and Fit. They can't stop taking them. And them posting her personal employment information, all this other stuff. Hey, man, y'all better be careful.
Yeah, these niggas is doxing her. Like, what part of the game is that? You're chest out doxing her. And these likes are dusty as fuck. What's going on, chat? Do we need a fat and annoying commercial break? Do we need a lengthy commercial break? Pause. The descriptors of this commercial break, very zesty. Pause. Nonetheless, do we need a commercial break? All right, so we got to stop that commercial break because we're about to collect Mikash. Shout out to Super Harare with the $50 Swedish currency.
I'm getting rich.
Super Harare says the whole shit was so race to the ist. A bunch of photos and videos from random Asian women. Evidence for idiots. Exactly. It's like what they tried to do is hide behind the fact that she had plastic surgery. Let me explain all their tactics. She had plastic surgery. She had a rhinoplasty. She had some lip fillers or injections. Whatever the hell she had some plastic surgery. So they're trying to use, oh, this is an old picture. This is an old video. And it's just some random Asian woman because you don't know what her face looked like prior to the plastic surgery. When they bring up the ID, they're like, this is her. And I'm like, we can't really verify it's her because you're using the plastic surgery against her. These guys know how to make these deflections and they know how to bullshit.
Y'all be posting things that's personal about people that shouldn't be online. And it's very possible that YouTube will come after you guys for that. But hey, I could be wrong. We'll see what happens. Every time they do this.
Last time you said that,
I'm
just going to shut the fuck. You know what? No, I think you're wrong.
Now, this guy said the evidence is real. There is one part of the evidence that's real. There is one part of Myron's evidence that is real. And that is the doxing. And if he was a YouTube partner, that would be a no-no. But he's not. He's dusting it up on Rumble. So
that's what you call winning. A nigga's nuts in your face. Man, I need to see what you call losing.
he doxed her. So maybe that ID, that old ID, could possibly be true because that's where he could have probably correlated the name from, and that's how he probably, I don't know how he got the actual name, but he doxed her. That was true. Everything else, we'll see in court.
YouTube ain't gonna do shit.
We gonna find out. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. But I think this is another L for them. It's just like, imagine just like, yo, I didn't get beaten up by two guys that were shorter than me.
I got f***ed in the ass.
Hope you guys like today's video.
I'm yeah.
Again!
Join the conversation.
Okay, but
we have a
before we get into the second part of Fresh going outside, getting exposed by his baby mother Daisy, we're gonna get into this. This is more local. This is in my city, Toronto. We have some dude out there trying to spread HIV. He got caught, and this report is from the African Diaspora News Channel, I believe it is. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna take, this is a quick, deviation off of the actual course that we're covering, but we'll get into this.
Jamaican man who's very well known in the reggae dance hall scene here in Toronto. He goes by the name of DJ Fire Blacks. His government name is Marlon Wilson. This
entire episode is teaching people the importance of either condoms or understanding and knowing the person that you're having sex with before engaging in such sex acts, especially unprotected. Now, we got a caller in the back. Caller, you're going to have to cam up. That's the only way to get on the show. If you're not cammed up, I don't know who you are at all. You could be trying to corn bomb the stream. So either cam up or drop down.
This man knowingly infected several women with HIV. He had been diagnosed with HIV, which has since transitioned to full-blown AIDS. And he was out here on the streets, ooh-la-laing with several women, from older women to younger women. He was an equal opportunity offender, or I should say infector, of this virus. Take a look at a clip of him promoting one of his parties. He has very elaborate parties. He's also owner of a company by the name of Nitro Records. Take a look.
Watch ya. I'm the blackest man alive. My name Fire Blacks. I'm the Earth Strong. This coming Saturday. This Saturday. Gemini Ligo. I'm a birthday. I'm a Earth Day. See me have the ticket there. My fans, my people. I beg on the support. I beg on the please and thanks. $25 ticket. Them a go, please. Don't call me for them now. 289
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him. Okay. Go to jail, you son of a bitch. All right, hold on, man. You go to jail.
Now, Sephar says, y'all niggas is treating Fresh like the Salem witch trials. My nigga, all we are trying to do is let him understand that he's being dusty and unaccountable for the child that he is about to create, that is pregnant and Daisy's belly right now. Okay, so we have a caller in the back. Let me pull you up real quick. Bro, you can't take your camera off after I'm gonna pull you up real quick. Man, get this nigga the fuck out of here, man.
Get him out of here. He's got no place in here. Get rid of him.
I don't know what these niggas is trying. They say, oh, let me bring you up, and then they're gonna try to corn bomb the stream. These no-name brand ass niggas. Now you're marked, man. We know what you look like. If you try anything, man.
100, 8752, call the black one. A murder!
So as I said, he is a DJ, dance hall world in Toronto, very, very well known, very well liked, very popular, and has these elaborate parties. So let me talk about how it came to be that this whole information came out and went viral about him, and all of these women now are rushing to get tested. So what had happened was he had a young lady that he was with. They fool-la-la'd, and like young ladies tend to do, and some older women, we get curious. So we want to go through some things that belong to the brother that we're dealing with and just look and see what's going on. What's his story? So that is the case. And what had happened was when this young...
Okay, the caller's back. I'm going to put you on audio, no visual. You got to explain what you just did in there. What was going on, man? We got Jeffrey in the back. What's up, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know. I can hear you, though.
You can't hear me? Adjust your speakers and call back then.
No, I don't think I can really hear you properly.
Lady was curious and was going through his stuff. She found his medicine. And the rest is history. Everything came out. Everything went viral. The Ministry of Health was looking for him. The police were looking for him. And he was on the run. Fortunately, he has since been apprehended and is behind bars. None of these women are protecting themselves. Now that is not smart. Sisters, you should know better than this. Particularly the older women, you definitely should know better. And to the younger ones, if you're trying to do and be involved with this person and not protect yourself for, the fact that you're with a celebrity, if you will, or somebody that's so popular in the entertainment field, that's not smart. You do not want to end up being a young mother to a man who, by the way, is married and has children of his own. You do not want to be with somebody like this. And your life now, what's your life going to be? Knowing that you have contracted this virus.
You know what? I wasn't even paying attention to that, Armani. But how in the fuck? Yeah. How the fuck you can't hear but you just answered? He answered my question when I asked him something and then he said he couldn't hear. Nigga was just trying to delay the goddamn stream. And this, why would you try to delay this? This is a very important thing. These folks need to protect themselves. These folks need to be on a list. They're just out here just indiscriminately spreading HIV. And then all these women could be infected. It's like, who are all these women that got infected? Like, this is filthy work out here. Beyond just pregnancy, folks can be getting, and folks are real hush-hush when it comes to this STD shit. Fresh is being called Fresh Prince STDEO, or whatever the fuck it is. But they're basically saying he's STD filled with infections. I don't know anything about that, but they're calling him that. So it's beyond just pregnancy. There's folks like this out here spreading HIV. You don't know what you can get from folks.
So you're a young woman and your life is essentially tainted by this. It'll be very difficult to have any relationship with somebody. Your health is now at risk. And all for what? To be with this person? We have to exercise wisdom as women. I mean, men will say anything, if they want. And if you're a kind of man like this, with this kind of character, and you just want to fool-la-la with women, they will say anything. Oh, I've been tested and I'm clean. Or I got tested last week and everything's good. And don't worry, I don't fool-la-la around. I'm always safe, and don't worry, you'll be safe, you're good. Do not fall for any of that. And I'm not suggesting all men are like this, and I'm not even going to suggest that all men in the entertainment industry, and
You can't suggest all, because then you'd just be making a stupid point. All? Come on, man.
in the athletic world and in the arts in general are like this, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't protect yourself.
Exactly. It doesn't mean all. If it's not all, it's not even most. It's not even most. It doesn't matter. It's still out there. You got to protect yourself. You got to move smarter out here. You can't just be having sex indiscriminately and then be surprised with your results.
Oh, yes. The camera loves your nastiness.
You always should, regardless of whether it's somebody in the entertainment field or in the corporate world. You want to always exercise protection until you get to a point where the two of you have taken a test, which seems to be sort of an antiquated way of doing things nowadays. People don't want to go and take tests and produce their results and to show that they're clean. That's just unheard of nowadays. We have to be smarter as women and be really, really vigilant. And men too.
Yeah, because even Austin Holloman was talking about traveling and doing this passport bro shit and talking to girls, and he said he wasn't getting tested. And we seen that, and we're like, bro, what the fuck? He literally got shamed by his audience to start getting tested. So he's getting tested now, but he said that shit before.
I've seen him do it.
We reacted to that. It was filthy work out here.
You don't want to be out here lying without protecting yourself. This is how it just becomes a cycle. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also share the content. Also download the African Diaspora News app.
Okay, so we get into part 2 of this show. Before we get into the part 2, let's get into this. So Myron Gaines is on a revenge spree right now. He posted this in relation to Preach dancing on stage, and some of y'all might think this is a little zesty, so let me give y'all the disclaimer. I don't know what this has to do with Fresh getting Daisy pregnant, but this is what Myron has to say about Preach. Let me show y'all real quick. Hold up, chat. Let me put this real quick on the screen. Let me give y'all the disclaimer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
Myron says, Preach, after hearing ABBA, recorded his 40th video on Fresh and Fit. All right, so this is what he posted on Preach. Believe there was supposed to be audio. Man, get this shit the fuck off my screen, man. See this shit, man.
No, this nigga gay as hell.
That shit. That was Preach. Apparently, that was Preach dancing on stage. Preach is a performer. He's a dancer. He's a sort of celebrity in Quebec. That was what I can't, man. I can't do this. That shit was zesty as shit. That was zesty as shit, man. That was zesty, man. Preach got up on stage and Preach was like,
we're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
Damn, man. Damn. But what does that have to do with the fact that Fresh is trying to avoid a baby? Fresh is running out on the baby. But that shit was zesty. Bro, I couldn't even look at the screen. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? God damn it. But this is what you do. This is what you do. This reminds me of Beef Sector YouTube right now. This is Beef Sector YouTube shit right here. You're pulling up every little thing to disparage somebody's character, to deflect away from the fact that Fresh is running off on a child, a grown-ass man being a deadbeat father, running off on a child. They keep talking about, and Daisy proved that they had a relationship. Daisy proved that he was all romantic with her and lying through his teeth and selling her a dream. To me, I said all of that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. You could have been a one-night stand. You could have been a hooker. He got you pregnant. He has to be responsible for his goddamn actions and raise the damn child because the government's going to hold him accountable via child support, so he has no choice. Jeffrey, you're on. What do you got to say, man? Jeffrey, you're on. What do you got to say, man? You just playing the goddamn fool. Configure your shit, nigga. This guy likes to waste my time. Jeffrey, if you're going to call back in, you're going to need to hit that super chat, $20 and up, because you wasted my time. You fucking up the stream. You're going to have to pay for that shit. At this point, I ain't having that, man. You love to waste my time. Every time this guy calls in, we just dusting it up, losing track of where we are. Next time you call in, shout out to Super Harare with the $20 super chat. I'm just going to say $20. Fuck the currency. $20 super chat from Super Harare. Super Harare says, dance in theater is zesty as hell in general. Listen, man. Listen, man. I ain't going to hold you, Super Harare. I ain't going to hold you. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I don't like musicals. I don't like dance theater. None of that shit. I don't like it. When I'm on vacation and I'm drunk and there's a bunch of foreigners doing some shit in the theaters, I'll tolerate that. But for the most part, look, I'm not, nah. Bro, $20. Me cash or don't call in. You're wasting my time. Me cash. You go.
What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
Oh, shit, this is the wrong one. All right, let's get into the next one. Hold on, man. This is what happens when these folks, they distract you. They calling you to your screen. They call into your stream to distract. A DNA test is required and necessary, says Pablo. Pablo, you weren't here for this. Maybe you need a little reminder.
Pregnancy, you went to the clinic to show that you are indeed pregnant. Has you challenged on both of your now deleted Instagrams, because they flagged it down, that if this is not his baby, then why don't he prove it by basically getting a DNA test? Has he responded in reference to submitting DNA to test to see if...
Not at all.
Mm-hmm. So
wait, if they can accept the S voting challenge, so accept the DNA challenge. I'm waiting.
Angie signed an exclusive.
Now, she outed Myron. We reacted to this. I'm not gonna shit on my entire next show by reacting to everything, but there is one thing I need to go over. This is. Hold up, before I get into that, you got more super chats. Shout out to the Jeffrey that was calling in. Okay, with the $2, he $2'd me. Sorry about that, guys. Connection is moving mad. Okay. It's your connection. All right, so bro, what you got to do is run an internet speed test, and if it's not looking great, then I'm sorry, bro. We're not going to be able to do this. Pause. This call. We ain't going to be able to do this. It ain't going to work out. The connection's dusty. It ain't going to work. So I ain't going to try to step into a struggle stream, my nigga. We ain't going to do it. But shout out to you with the $2. W's in the chat for Jeffrey.
I'm getting rich. How they made this picture black and white and not put it in its original color. I just want you to notice. I just go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these two pictures. Look at this. They put that in black and white because they want to distort the face to try to make it look like her. But if you look at the eyes, look at the nose, but most of all, look at the lips. Look at the shape of the face.
I don't even want to get into any of this. This is why I don't like to do this, because this has nothing to do with the pregnancy. They're using this against her to say this is her ID or whatever. But he did dox her with her name Jin Cheng, so he found that out some way. This is a post-surgery phase, so I don't really know. That's why I'm like, this whole thing for me is a waste of time to even get into. Y'all know I'm not gonna be slanted and biased with this. I'm gonna keep it a stack with certain things because I was in the chat because this was live. I was in the chat saying that I disagreed with Daisy when she was talking about naming the child after ABBA, talking about she's gonna give him the middle name, and she said she's actually gonna do it. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? So you're gonna make the child a joke too? Everybody was celebrating that. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was celebrating. I'm like, okay, so this is extending it a little too far. You're making the child a joke. I wasn't fucking with that. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I did not like that at all. I was not fucking with it. I voiced my concern. I was in the minority. Nobody was fucking with that. They're like, yeah, get that shit out of here. No one cares, nigga. And I was like, yeah, but that's a child, man. Do we really give a fuck about the children then?
He was strutting around like a rooster. Yeah, I got that 304. I got her. Ha ha. Down with women.
Yeah, look at that. Even Base God's like, bro, what? She said that she's going to name the child after ABBA. She said it in this interview. I forgot what timestamp it is, so I'm just kind of arbitrarily scrubbing through this. But she said this. I'm going to react to this later tonight. But she said that, and I was like, yikes. There's two things that I have gripes with her about. Everything else, it's like, do your thing, ma'am. Be healthy. Do not stress. Carry that child to term, to birth. And then get that nigga a blood test because he's trying to avoid his parental duties. So do all of that, and shout out to you. But when it comes to naming the child ABBA, that's some filthy work, man. Someone said she was joking. I hope so. Because she said she was serious. She's like, no, I'm serious. I'm going to do it. And I'm like, what? I can't tell if she was joking or not. I hope she was joking. But I also have another gripe. Because I have to keep it a stack. I have to keep it objective. I'm going to get to this gripe and then I'm going to wrap it up. We can get to this show later. But this part right, where is it? It's where they're reviewing the tattoo. I had a gripe with this, and I'm like, this is kind of deceptive. Like, I fuck with you. I liked everything you were saying in this interview. I rocked with that. All the evidence you were showing, you cooked the shit out of Fresh. Fresh is a goddamn fraud. He's lying through his teeth. He tried to finesse. It didn't work. But this part.
And that this is her. Oh, shoot. I went to his fake watch. How are y'all saying that this is her? The body ain't even the same. Check out the body, baby.
They said the body isn't the same, but she's had procedures done. This isn't a natural body. And then she's worked out from the time after that. So I don't like that. There's a tattoo on the back of her shoulder, right? I got to keep it objective, y'all. Because at the end of the day, when I'm cooking other folks, I lose validity if I'm just going to try to scoff over this and act like this is nothing. Although I didn't want to feed into any deflections, I'm going to react to all the content here, and I got to react to certain parts. I got to keep it a stack. There's a tattoo that differs, all right? It's a differing tattoo that the woman had on her back of her, on the back shoulder, all right? Now, before I got any tattoos done, wait, hold on. Let's get to the story before I break this down. Let's listen to it all out, and then let me get to the breakdown, because y'all need to understand something, y'all. This is what I had a gripe with, though, because I'm like, you're going to ruin everything you said that was facts if you're going to leave in these little nuggets that look a little fishy in the light. Shout out to Fairy of Light with the $2 super chat. Fairy of Light said they know they fucked up, but pretend to be dumb. It's facts. These guys are unaccountable. They're trying to lead men in a dating space when they're unaccountable and they want to be conveniently for them. They want to be conveniently dumb whenever they want to, and they want to gaslight. That's what they do. Fraud and fish, they're dusting it up. All right, so let's get into this, y'all. Let's pull this back all the way so we can get full perspective. There it is.
Of a flying dragon. So when I was reaching out to Daisy, I said, Daisy, give me a picture of your back. So here we have one tattoo, because there's no tattoo on the left side, and you saw that through the video. Let's go to the video.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so right there. There's no tattoo.
Hold up. Someone said I faked evidence for Daisy. When did that happen? What are you talking about? What evidence did I fake for Daisy? The fuck? Y'all clear that up. What the hell's going on in the chat? Oh, they said, okay, never mind. They're saying Duke fake evidence for Daisy. That's what they're saying. My bad. I got it mixed up. I'm like, wait, what the hell's going on? I don't know anything about that. Or the AI edit they're talking about. Okay, my bad. Nah, the fuck out of here. That's what they're doing? Okay. We got some dusty people in other chats going on. Okay. I'm gonna get to that later. But let's get into this, y'all. Let's focus on what we're doing here. There's too much deflections. A whole bunch of shit going on YouTube right now. God damn it. Let's get it.
One tattoo.
Now, this is the tattoo they're trying to disprove, right? This tattoo is bigger and deeper shaded in this area where it's thinner in this area, all right? So it's like this little dragon little tattoo. It's darker here, more shading, more lining here, thinner here, all right? So keep that in mind, all right?
So there's no tattoo on the left side, and you saw that through the video. Let's go to the video. Yeah, so right there. There's no tattoo in the video. So
in the video, you can't see it because it's the hair covering it. We don't know if it's the same girl. We don't even know if Daisy's this girl. But
here
let's get into it.
You have this. Well, how in the hell is that the same?
Now, they're saying, how is this the same? Before I got any tattoos done, I've done extensive research on tattoos. I've watched like 12, 13 seasons of Ink Master. I asked all of my niggas that have tattoos about tattoos, which shops to go to before I got these tattoos or whatever, all right? What I noticed about this is the way that tattoo was with the dragon. It was thicker here, a line, and it was thinner there. I watched Ink Master. I watched these tattoo artists compete. I've spoken to my tattoo artists at length about certain tattoos. This could very well be a cover-up. This type of tattoo is indicative of a cover-up tattoo, especially with the deep shading and the coloring around the hair. That would cover up the past tattoo and whatever she was doing in the past if that was it. I gotta keep it a stack, man. I could not lie to y'all. If we're gonna have any type of valid points to hold Fresh accountable and shit, we can't. They should have stayed away from this shit. They should have stayed away from this one. They should have just been like, nah, they should have just stayed away from this, because digging deep into it and trying to use this as evidence, this tattoo is indicative of a cover-up tattoo. That's my only gripes with her. The tattoo and the baby naming, ABBA, everything else, it seems like it checks out, but this looks like a cover-up tattoo. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna sink my brand to try to cape and try to lean something biased towards something else. I'm not doing that. This looks a little, you know what I mean? It looks like a cover-up. I can't say for sure if it's cover-up, but some deep shading like that over the particular part where it would swoop in, it seems like a cover-up tattoo. That's what they're called. They're called cover-ups, when you put another tattoo on top of a tattoo, and that's the way you shade it. It is what it is. If I had to cover up this tattoo right here, this Sharingan, it'll be a bitch. It'd be deep shading. It'd have to do like it'd be a bitch. So she had a lucky tattoo that wasn't that bad, that you could kind of cover up this.
Tattoo of a flying dragon.
This is like 20p, bro. This resolution is terrible, but you can see the pattern. It's
this is a video of her. Let me just show it, like here, right? And
then they focus on her chest and stuff. It's like, we know she had implants. Looking at the face, it's like she has plastic surgery. We can't, all of this, that's why I don't want to get into any of this. It makes no sense trying to debate any of this. This has nothing to do with Fresh fathering her child and being a serial baby deleter, because he confessed it on his podcast in the past, all jokingly, like it was just so funny. Oh yeah, I took her down Saturday to McDonald's and this is the worst thing I did to a woman. Just so flippantly says that, and then you repeat it to Daisy, and you're being unaccountable. So we're focusing on things that we shouldn't be focusing on. And this defense wasn't a good defense. I'm talking about on Daisy's behalf when it comes to this tattoo. It wasn't a good defense. You shouldn't have focused on it. You should have focused on the primary subject at hand.
So once again, hold on, I got to go to the boobs part, right? Right? How are y'all saying that this is her? Oh shoot, I went to his fake watch. How are y'all saying that this is her? The body ain't even the same. Check out.
Now, I fucks with you, Tree, but come on, man. Breast implants, come on, man.
The body, baby. The body's not even the same. So once again, the face is different. The body is different.
When you do stuff like that, you give them room. You give them room. That's what you do. You give them room. Oh, you're lying about this. Oh, you're not even going to acknowledge that you had breast implants. That's why the boobs aren't the same. They're going to say stuff like that. The other video, they faked that it was a completely different woman. They faked that, and they got away with it by using the fact that she had plastic surgery. But when you try to avoid it and try to hide it, it's just a mess, man. We should have never, ever even got into these points and tried to tackle the disparity. They're making claims. You should have fought that shit in court, because if you're suing them and then you're making the defense on air, you're giving their lawyer things to work with. This is your defense, but you said this pertaining to this. So when you say something different in court, it reflects bad. You shouldn't have. Everything that you're suing on, you should have kept your mouth closed. You should have pointed out what they said that was lies and then just left it at that. That's what that's my humble opinion. But
and the tattoos don't match, but yet and still they want to sit up here and say that she is an escort. Now I want you guys to understand now.
But people want to believe them. People want to believe
because they hate women. No. They want to believe them because one, they hate beautiful women because they can't.
Now this is the thing. I didn't want to believe anything. I didn't even want to tackle it. I didn't even want to get into it. I didn't even want to logically break it down. I wanted to stay away from it so we can speak about Fresh getting her pregnant. But when I see the tattoo and I'm like, you're not gonna be real about that. I'm like, yeah. I can't. It's not gonna go past my mind. I can't see things that look deceptive and not. It stands out to me. I'm sorry, man.
Get beautiful women. So if they can't get you, they will hate on you, and this is where the violence against women begin to rise. It's just a way of punishing you for being here, for your existence. How dare you be pretty and out of my league? I need to accuse you of being an escort. That's what that is.
Also because they just hate them so much, so they want to believe I'm an escort, so they can make fun of them.
Right. Now, this was the most...
It's a way to disparage her. It's a way to turn the audience against her. It's a way to be deflective. And if they prove it too, they're just going to be like, oh, she's a thought, she's X, Y, and Z, and then she's going to get ridiculed online, harassed, and then she could potentially be stressed out to the point where she can lose the child. That's what Fresh wants, because he wants a way out of this at any cost. You heard him say what he said in the last video.
What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
So basically, right, I was with this chick, and we were kind of like fizzling out. It was
Okay, so I opened the call-in lines. Y'all can call in. We could form a panel. Anybody wants to speak on this subject. Jeffrey, if you want to call back in, I know you were attempting to call back or call in earlier. You can call back in. Anybody wants to call in, speak their piece on the matter before we wrap it up and get to the next stream. Fresh should have wrapped it up so we can get to the next chick, but this dumbass idiot now has to deal with this problem.
Survey said, you are the
So yeah, the call-in lines are open. You have to cam up to call in. Let's get it.
Working out, but she got pregnant, and then I kind of told her like, yo, we can work this out. Don't worry about it, but we can't have kids right now. And then I did a Hail Mary, and now I'm here. Make her get an abortion. You take her to McDonald's, get a McGriddle, and an orange juice. Sit her down. You tell her about life, and you started this happen, and you never see her again. Wait.
See, Hafiz left. Myron was laughing. I should have played the actual version that's in the video. Myron was laughing and egging it on. Pathetic, like an immature teenager. Hafiz was like, yeah, fuck this. Although Hafiz's content gets cooked constantly, at this point he was like, yeah, I don't want to be associated with this shit. Because Hafiz seen the flaws in the red pill early and he got clowned for it because he seemed like some blue pill beta dude. So everybody looked at him and they clowned him for seeing the issues in the red pill from early. Even when he had that Pearl debate, he seen the issues from early, but he got clowned. That's what they do. They gang up and they gaslight, especially when you're by yourself and you haven't built enough cachet or validity with the audience where people believe the things you say. You'll get gaslit to smithereens when it comes to these motherfuckers. To absolute oblivion.
Let's do it. Okay, so basically, right, I was with this chick, and we were kind of like fizzling out. It wasn't working out, but she got pregnant. And then I kind of told her like, yo, we can work this out. Don't worry about it, but we can't have kids right now. And then I did a Hail Mary, and now I'm here.
No, tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what it is.
Okay.
Go all the way.
Okay. So the Hail Mary is, for example, right, where like you tell the chick what she wants to hear, and you can have kids later on. Make her get an abortion. You take her to McDonald's, get a McGriddle, and an orange juice. Sit her down. You tell her about life, and you started this happen, and you never see her again. Wait.
That got really dark. You can get her a nicer meal.
Fresh. You ever gonna stop self-snitching?
Again! You f***ing idiots!
And in case you're wondering whether or not this is a real story, if you keep watching the clip...
No, he said it himself.
That being said, Fresh says it's real. Coconuts in Barbados. You know, people were like, oh, why would you think this? Because this is who Fresh is. This is things he's done before. So it's
the rest of the video? Or that was the end of it, alright? Alright, so yeah, that was the video, man. These are things he's done. He said this is the worst thing he's done to a woman. And then he thinks it's so flippantly okay to just, yep, you just do it to Daisy. It shouldn't be a big deal. This girl's tripping. She's bugging. She's trying to smear my name, X, Y, and Z. She's a gold digger. She's a baby trapper. All the bullshit claims he tried to levy at her because he wants to be unaccountable. And he damn well knows that this is dusty behavior. Why? Because he said it's the worst thing he's ever done to a woman. He's trying to repeat it. It's the worst thing he's ever done. At some point, just hold your goddamn L, be accountable, be a parent. You didn't want to do it. You didn't want to be a parent, but you were not careful. You didn't protect yourself when it came to that. You so adamantly didn't want to be a parent. You should have used protection. You should have pulled out. You should have done something. You should have figured it out. But now you got to live with the consequences of your actions. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Shout out to everybody that hit that super chat. But we're going to wrap up the show. We have another show later tonight, y'all. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Join the members if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell because I'm always late. It is what it is, man. Gonna be late. I tried. There's a lot to set up here. We got like 7 screens and shit. It's just one nigga. It is what it is, man. I think I'm on time and then something happens. Something happens. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Once again, shout out to everybody that hit that like button. Likes are free, y'all. Likes are free. Fresh, man, take care of your responsibilities, man. You're sitting on a platform thinking you're a leader of black men, but you're contributing to the dustiness. When black men are described as bandits, you are the reason why. Folks like you should be a picture right next to the definition. Deadbeat dusting it up. We out. Yeah.
Survey said, you are the father.